So could you talk, so the big thing that popped, jumping a bit ahead, social media wise, which is still a thing, I explained it to Jason and I laugh as I start to talk about it, is you talking about going to the Journey concert. Could you take us, I know you've done it, but take us through that video about you forcing Chuck to take you to see Journey.
And if you forget any bits of the routine, Peter can fill it in for you. So,
well, and that's what turned everything around.
Right,
I'm not
right.
kidding. I was about to quit. I thought I'm going to go to work at Target, and I knew I was having a grandbaby soon. And I thought, if this doesn't hit, I paid these two little boys. I say little boys; they were in their 20s to do my social media. I'd been putting up pictures of dachshunds. And then I gave them a little bit of money. Well, a lot of money to me. A lot of money. And I thought, I'm going to give it 3 months. And he put out, first clip was me taking Chuck Morgan to go see Def Leppard and Journey. Okay, so what I said was, in the 80s, when I went to the University of Tennessee, where we went to see Def Leppard and Journey, this was the 80s. I saw Tina Turner, Rod Stewart, John Cougar Mellencamp, Elton John, and I was so cute and tiny in my britches. You know, I had a metabolism and my thyroid was functioning, and I didn't care about food. You know, I'd eat a half a can of tuna and go, I'm full. Well, then me and Chuck Morgan go to Def Leppard and Journey. First of all, I thought we were going to have a date night, and he goes, I don't have time for that, Leanne. It was a weeknight. So he stopped at the gas station and got a tall boy and an egg salad sandwich and ate that on the way. And then he burped. I had to smell that all night. But anyway, we get to the Thompson Bowling Arena, and everybody there was 50 and older, and everybody was at the snack bar. Journey was already on stage. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Everybody was at the snack bar. And I was too. I was so hungry, and I was getting a big thing of popcorn, like a big bucket of popcorn, and everybody had a big old Diet Coke, and I love a Diet Coke, and I've got to get off of them. But anyway, we were all sucking on those big Diet Cokes and finally get to the seat. And, you know, Steve Perry's not with Journey anymore, which I love. Yeah. I love him.
Yes.
But something's happened. Something's gone down. They've had a falling out. They've hired some little man who is tiny from another country who sings just like Steve Perry. It's crazy. I mean, if you shut your eyes, you wouldn't know it. And you could tell that little thing is in good shape, and you could tell he hasn't been eating white flour and sugar, and he hasn't been doing dope. You know, he hadn't been taking dope and sleeping with nasty women like all the old boys in Journey have. You know, they've all. So that little feller is just going up and down that big stage and flipping and turning and squatting and doing. And then all those old boys in the back look sick. and they're in the back just barely strumming a guitar. And then, all right, but they were wonderful. Okay, then Def Leppard comes out, that little man from Def Leppard. And I ask people in my bit, like, when's the last time y'all saw that man? But he comes out with legs that are that big, tiny little frail legs. I've never seen legs as tiny on a man in my life. And every once in a while he'd prop it up on a little stool, you know, and just barely go. And then he had hair down to here, and it was thin. You could see through it. And I thought, thyroid, you know, it's his thyroid. I know, because I've had thyroid issues.
Right.
And then he starts singing Put Some Sugar on It. And that is Chuck Morgan's favorite song. And my husband is very introverted and does not talk. I've seen his teeth 3 times in 30 years. And he gets up and starts dancing. And then sits back down because his knees hurt, you know, and joint pain. And then the whole time that little man is singing Put Some Sugar on It, I'm studying his little body. And I thought, he's got a hump right here, up under here. I thought, what is that hump? And I thought, oh, hernia. He's got a hernia. Because I know, because I've had a hernia, boys, the same place right here. I was in my local Dancing with the Stars. I hate to even tell y'all that because y'all are big time. I was in my local Dancing with the Stars, got a hernia, popped out I had to have emergency surgery. Anyway, they did put a mesh in mine. And I thought, worried about that little man, that little Def Leppard man. And I often thought, I hope during COVID, that little thing had time to get a mesh put in. But anyway, they were wonderful. We had a ball. And then all these 50 and older people start walking out of Thompson Bowling. And everybody's just barely going because we've all got plantar fasciitis in our feet. You know?
It's horrible.
And the whole time I'm thinking, we got to get home. It's 10 o'clock. What are we doing? Let's get to the car.